I would like to invite Mr. Sachin Agarwal, who is the co-founder and COO for Bizongo. Giving a brief, an IIT Bombay graduate, Sachin is co-founder at Bizongo, India's largest B2B platform for made-to-order and unbranded goods. At Bizongo, he has been leading business development to enterprise sales and SME financing as a key focus areas. He is a firm believer in the power of founders, leaders, creating cultures, and building trusting teams to build great businesses. He seeks businesses as the key driver of economic growth for developing economies or emerging markets. His vision at Bizongo is to leverage technology to help business build a better connected and sustainable world for future generations. With that note, Sachin sir, over to you to start up with your session.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for such an elaborated introduction from UBS team. I'll quickly get started, keeping in mind that we have 20 minutes, and we will talk about, we will focus uh, the conversation on the idea of how digital and technology should play a role in terms of building futures of supply chain, and what we at Bizongo are contributing as that transformation is happening not just in India but globally. So I'll just share my screen. So I'll get started. So as I was saying that I'm going to focus on talking about how we are imagining in terms of what will be the future of supply chain, not just in India but globally, and what will drive that evolution, that transformation from where we are today. And I'll put my focus on three key elements that we at Bizongo believe are going to contribute to that sort of a transformation. So we believe, and you can say the theme for today's talk is consolidate, automate, and finance, and how these three components and elements of supply chain will play a very critical part, will be very integral to build winning supply chains for future. I was talking about how we as entrepreneurs and a lot of business owners, promoters that we meet are looking at the future of business. And there is one element that I've seen being very common in everybody's mind in terms of how do we scale, and scale being not just in terms of scaling of top line or revenue, but scaling to be relevant and to be at par with the pace at which the world is moving forward. And how do we scale our infrastructure or or operations or learnings as people, everything, everyone is very much looking forward to that aspect of the business to be very, very relevant 5 to 10 years down the line, two decades down the line. And we believe that for businesses in particular, scaling the supply chains in a way that you are at par or ahead in terms of how the global supply chain is moving today and will continue moving in next 3 to 5 years. So I'll focus my talk in terms of how do we use these elements of consolidate, automate, and finance to scale over supply chains, for businesses, in a very forward-looking, futuristic way, so that we are always at par, at least at par, if not ahead, of how the world is moving and transforming when it comes to the supply chain of businesses. So so the first component of building winning supply chains for future, in my mind, it is consolidating your vendors and catalog. And when I say consolidate, it is not just an offline consolidation. In my mind, it is a digital transformation of your entire vendor base, and the elements like catalogs, specifications, artworks associated with that vendor network. What we do at Bizongo, and probably depicting the before Bizongo scenario for a lot of companies in the space uh, where they are sourcing these made to order unbranded goods like packaging, textiles, agri ingredients, specialty chemicals, and a lot of these products who are not branded, which are not very standard and absolutely commoditized. In all those cases, there are multiple specifications associated with the catalog, many vendors. There is tremendous amount of fragmentation and unorganization on the supply side. So the before Bizongo scenario is that a person may be dealing with 5 to 10 vendors, 20 to 50 SKUs, 100 to 1000 orders, 6 to 60 locations, so that they can control their supply chain of these made to order goods. Again, when I say made to order goods, I'm talking about products like packaging, textiles, apparels, agri ingredients, specialty chemical, manufacturing parts, whatever is consumed, sourced and consumed by a business. So this is in our experience we have seen before Bizongo scenario, and how does it get transformed with Bizongo's digital platform? Is that we bring all of these pieces on one cloud platform, which is Bizongo's proprietary cloud platform called Procure Live. So it's not just about 4 vendors or 5 vendors or 40 vendors. All your vendors, even if we have seen organizations working with 100, 200, or even 1000 vendors in a lot of cases. You can bring all of them on one digital platform, not just bringing them, but actually digitally transforming them, that all these small and medium-sized manufacturers or suppliers will have their own digital platform to manage everything related to whether it is about receiving the PO, whether it is about order management, production planning, or digitizing their entire invoicing, managing their finances and everything. So that's the after Bizongo scenario, where as a customer you digitize your entire vendor base, and you help all your vendors transform digitally transform in terms of how do they operate. So all your SKUs, all your orders, all your vendors, all your artworks, everything comes on one platform, and then you have one platform, one interface, which provides you single source of truth, access to all of your vendors, help you manage the catalog on a real-time basis, and artwork on a real-time basis, and helps you in consolidating your efforts towards not just talking or managing your vendors, but really building and evolving them. So that's how we look at the entire digital vendor management piece, and how you can digitally consolidate your vendor base to empower them, enable them with what is going to be future of vendor management part of the supply chain. So that's what we have seen at Bizongo, where Bizongo has played a key part in terms of creating value on the customer side as well as on the supplier side. So that's broadly about how do we look at consolidation and digital transformation of your entire vendor base and elements associated with that. The next piece, which I think is probably the center or the heart of building a futuristic supply chain, is around automation. How do we build an end-to-end integrated supply chain, which is very well automated, to be ahead of the curve in terms of how we are managing it. So typically, what we have seen, again, I'm putting my focus on mainly made to order goods, where products like again, packaging, textiles, apparel, manufacturing parts, agri ingredients, specialty chemicals. In all of these cases, the way the current supply chains are run, there are elements of demand forecasting, which is purely basis my end sales forecast. So I first do a lot of demand forecasting. A large part of it is done on Excel sheets and other ERPs. But there is a huge element of forecasting which is involved in the way currently businesses source or consume these products. So they first forecast, then they put orders, they do dispatch planning, and then they either keep the inventory at the vendor's place, or they have to keep the inventory at their own place in the current scheme of things. And in terms of, if you are just imagine a scenario where as a business, you are sourcing your products from 100 vendors, then you will run these, actions or these processes with those 100 vendors in 100 different sort of interactions and engagements with them, and hence the consolidated view, reports, analytics, insights of all of those engagements, conversations, and engagements is usually not available for you to take smart decisions, optimize, and continuously, automate and improve your supply chain in that matter. So that's what we have seen, in a lot of cases, businesses, the way businesses are currently operating. How do we, bring a futuristic change in the way we, handle the supply chain? We actually take away the elements of, forecasting these products, and instead of that, we look at the actual demand and actual consumption happening at the end location, and we take that as an input to do automated demand planning. So what happens? Forecast goes away. What comes in with Bizongo's platform, with Bizongo's supply chain, and automated demand planning, and a demand planning platform, a demand planning solution, which will enable you to automatically plan the demand of all these consumables, all these materials on a daily basis. So forecast, weekly, quarterly, or weekly, fortnightly, monthly, quarterly forecast go away. What comes in? An automated daily demand planning solution through Bizongo's platform. Once that is in place, so I am having an automated demand planning happening on the platform. That automated demand planning, because it is daily, results into an automated production planning for all the vendors who you have digitized or digitally transformed and brought on one platform. So here how it looks like. As we have had a look into the consolidation and automation of my supply chain, what happens? I am doing a daily demand planning, and basis that daily demand planning, a daily production plan is going to those 200 vendors. Again, all of that is happening on one uniform, unified platform where there is one side, there is customer, which is Bizongo's customer, which is consumer of these goods, and on other side, the entire network of suppliers that you are dealing with. So now automated demand planning leading to automated production planning on a daily basis. When that happens, I pretty much reduces. We end up reducing the entire lead time into the supply chain. So there are lead times related to production, there are lead times related to transportation and distribution. We keep shrinking those lead times, and as the lead time goes shrinking, my inventory also keeps coming down. So we have seen multiple instances whereby just by implementing these, this supply chain, service, we have been able to minimize the inventory in the supply chain from 60 days to as low as 12 to 13 days. So we have seen tremendous amount of inventory reduction purely because my demand planning is daily and automated, my production planning is daily and automated, my lead times are shrink, and hence my inventory in the entire value chain considerably goes down. As my production planning is happening automated in an automated fashion, as soon as my demand input is indicating that my inventory at the end location is going down, the system triggers an auto replenishment from the supplier to the buyer, again in a very, very automated fashion without any human touch point. So while I do automated demand daily demand and production planning, with the virtue of that, I am able to auto replenish the inventory at the customer's location. What does it result into? No stockouts at my end location. So the unavailability of material never becoming a cause for any sales loss that I'm incurring at my end location. I minimize the inventory as I explained in the entire value chain. I save a lot of space either at vendor's location or at my location, or I am also able to reduce wastages constantly because I'm minimizing the inventory and my supply chain is more dynamic. It is more real time in the way I manage it. So that's first part of the supply chain automation, which we believe is very, very powerful. It is, in fact, maybe a step beyond just in time of what we have seen in automotive industry. And as at Bizongo, we are the first one, not just in India, globally the first one who have built this proprietary supply chain in the space of made-to-order goods. So that's I would say that's the heart of building a futuristic, automated, global supply chain. This what I'm discussing is not just it doesn't have application only in the local or domestic market. All your global supply chains can be very much auto replenishing, giving all these benefits and creating a lot of value across the system. At the same time, I think, as we think of technology, as we think of digital transformation, what comes alongside is a lot of data, a lot of data points as we digitally transform the vendor base, as we automate the supply chain, become part of one platform and one system, which becomes a great, I would say, I call it's a treasure where using that data, you can do a lot of develop a lot of insights and analytics to take real powerful path-breaking decisions which drive your decision and your business towards in a better way. So whether it is about building customized reports, looking at data and analytics with various cuts in terms of you trying to develop a relevant and actionable insights out of it. At the same time, we have seen as that data keeps building, we can apply very simplistic models of machine learning and AI for developing powerful recommendations to again create value across the businesses and the supply chain. So we see data as a very powerful tool. Currently, the way the entire process happens, there is very scarcity of data where all these data points are not available on one platform. As we consolidate and automate it, first we bring all the data on one platform, we create the history. As more and more data points are available, the system itself becomes so powerful that it is able to generate very relevant, actionable insights for you to drive decision making through the platform real time. So that's the power of machine learning and AI that we can bring in through while we build a winning, completely integrated and automated supply chain for future. So that's the second part of how do we look at the global supply chain. And the third and the last piece is it's around how do we turn your or vendors into vendor partners. And when I say vendor partners, I think one important one important element which enables them in that journey from being vendor to vendor partners is supply chain financing. How do we make how do we make working capital available to them as per their needs is very, very critical for them to being relevant, for them to be growing, for them to be constantly innovating, improve their quality, improve their output, productivity. Everything depends upon whether they have the right working capital available to either invest into the business or keep improving their existing processes and operations. So we become that platform where we enable you as a customer, you as a business, to build that supply chain financing again in a very, very digital form. So now you have consolidated your vendors, you have all your 200 vendors on one platform. All those 200 vendors get exposed or get access, I would say, to more than 10 to 15 financial institutions, which we have onboarded and built on our platform. So now it becomes like this. You have got 200 vendors, you have got 15 banks or NBFCs or alternative investment funds being there, looking at the data, from those vendors and giving those vendors an access to avail working capital from any of them, as per their needs. So we enable, as a platform, we enable that supply chain financing so that your vendors can receive early payments earlier than you are currently paying them, and hence manage their working capital, which results into many other benefits that most of you have experienced as we accelerate the payments to our vendor partners, and then they start really evolving, developing themselves, focusing on the expansion or the quality aspects of the business, which are very, very critical for them to service us effectively. So that becomes the third key component of building a powerful global supply chain. And yeah, I think at Bizongo we have built this digital platform where the platform delivers these three key services, which we believe is important in the digital transformation journey of your entire supply chain. And globally, we believe the supply chain is moving in that direction, and Bizongo, our vision and dream is to be that platform which enables businesses to make that happen, consolidate, automate, and finance on one digital platform. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. Thank you, everyone.